doctors expect to see an increase in COVID-19 cases after the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Zach Dodge with what they're doing to prepare, coming up.
Health experts voice concern about holiday travel and what that will mean for COVID cases. I'm Kate Kelly with details just ahead.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Healthcare professionals anticipate a spike in COVID cases following the Thanksgiving holiday. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM's Zach Dodge has what they're doing now to prepare for a surge in cases and hospitalizations.
After Thanksgiving gatherings and Black Friday shopping, doctors expect to see more hospitalizations from COVID-19 as it continues to spread in the community.
We saw a bit of a spike following Halloween, so that just leads us to believe that obviously Thanksgiving probably will see a definite increase.
Following Halloween, Mercy Hospital saw an increase from 34 hospitalizations up to 50 in a 2-week period. And a month later, that number was still above 30.
You know, Christmas is right on the heels of Thanksgiving, so I don't anticipate that the numbers will decrease.
At Freeman Hospital, they've already seen a few new hospitalizations since Thanksgiving, though it's hard to know for sure if they were from the holiday, since they normally start seeing surges between 5 and 14 days after. So they're getting prepared for a notable increase now.
We currently are increasing the number of rooms that we have dedicated to COVID. Then we have to make sure that we have the proper equipment, the proper monitoring for patients that we would need to put in there.
Doctors say the best way to protect others if you were in a high-risk situation over the weekend is to do what they've been saying for months now. Wear a mask, wash your hands, and social distance.
We're on the short end of this. We know it's going to continue for a while, but we've fought the good fight all of these months. Just continue, stay vigilant.
In Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
As of yesterday, 95 area residents were hospitalized at Joplin hospitals. That includes at Freeman, Mercy, and Landmark. KOAM's Kate Kelly spoke with a Seneca woman who changed her Thanksgiving plans due to the pandemic. Kate has her story and the CDC's recommendations for testing if you did travel over the holiday.
Susan says she only shops where she knows she can safely socially distance, checking out a large flea market at Neosho. For her, the pandemic is personal.
Both of my in-laws did have COVID, and my father-in-law did pass away from it last week. So it kind of, it's very serious, and so I'm just trying to kind of keep my distance,
Rather than getting together with extended family over Thanksgiving, she kept things small.
We just decided it was best to just stay home and stay put.
Health officials are urging people to stay home throughout the holiday season, trying to prevent another surge in cases. Many travelers disregarded CDC guidelines, flocking to airports and hitting up highways to get home for Thanksgiving. Now we may pay the price.
The holiday travel has been a concern for health professionals across the United States. People traveling to other areas of the country where they might be exposed to the virus and then bring that virus back home to their home community.
The incubation period for COVID-19 is 2 to 14 days. Bergner says that if there's a spike from Thanksgiving, we'll start seeing it in about 2 weeks. The CDC is recommending people get tested 3 to 5 days after traveling and that they quarantine for 7 days, even if that test comes back negative, just to be safe.
Most people tend to show symptoms by day 7. So to get tested within 3 to 5 days if you have the virus, should be a good time where it would show as a positive, but that's not always the case.
Susan says her family plans on staying home throughout the remainder of the holiday season. She wishes more people would do the same.
I guess it's just your own personal decision. Personally, I don't feel comfortable doing it, and I try not to really go too many places.
In Neosho, Kate Kelly, KOAM News.
Newton County says they have 412 active COVID cases, which is actually down a bit from 500 active cases on November 22nd. Bergner says they hope to continue that downward trend, advising people who do plan on getting together to try to quarantine ahead of time to limit COVID exposure. Joplin Health Department is reporting 2 more COVID-19 related deaths. The patients were an 87-year-old woman and a 79-year-old man. These latest deaths bring the city's total to 62. Joplin police tonight arrest 4 suspects in an armed robbery in the Northmark Mall parking lot. Police said the suspects led officers on a chase. That chase ended with the arrest of 3 suspects. The 4th suspect was arrested later at a home on East Zora. We do have a photographer at the scene, and we are working on getting more information. Checking in with Doug Hetty now for our first look at the weather. Doug.
Hey, Dow. It actually turned out to be at least a sunny day for us today, but it was cold across the region. Our high temps only right around 40 degrees for most of us, but we still have clear skies. We're going to have clear skies throughout the overnight hours tonight, as we are behind the storm system that gave us a little bit of rain Saturday night into Sunday morning. Our next system pulling into the northern parts of the Rockies, and this will start to affect us as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. It's cold outside for us right now. Most of us low to mid 30s. We're going to continue to drop back as we work through the evening hours, but at least the winds are dying down. We actually had a pretty low wind chill earlier today, but the winds are starting to calm down just a little bit. So we're going to have these kind of light westerly winds as we drop through the 30s, 20s, down to about 23 or 24 degrees for us tonight. We are going to warm up a bit tomorrow. Also, rain and snow chances moving in. So we're going to look at that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll catch you soon. Thanks, Doug. An increase in online shopping during this pandemic could also mean an increase in porch pirates. Those are the thieves who steal packages right off your front porch. A study done by Safewise.com found that more than 75% of package thefts from the past year occurred during the pandemic. Nearly 50% of Americans experienced package theft in the past year, 10% more than in 2019. The Joplin Police Department is concerned about an increase in property theft during this holiday season, with more people staying home and ordering online. But they have some ways you can protect your items.
If you can have your package delivered to a place of work or to a relative's house or even a neighbor's house, if you can make those arrangements, that's the best possible solution, number one. If you can't do that, a lot of these major carriers will have the option for you to pick up an item. You can hold it for pickup at the counter.
The Joplin Police Department encourages anyone who falls victim to a porch pirate to contact the police directly. Time now for today's KOAM News Now Insta Poll. Our question: how much online Christmas shopping have you done so far? More than usual, less than usual, or same as usual? You can vote at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. We're going to check on the results a little bit later. Whether you're shopping online or in person, don't forget to pick up a toy for the KOAM Toy Box campaign. For 32 years now, KOAM has been partnering with you to give area kids in need a very Merry Christmas. It's easy to do. You can buy a new toy, and drop it off at one of our drop-off locations, or you can donate money during our Toy Box Tuesday telethon, and we'll do the shopping for you. The first telethon is tomorrow on KOAM News at noon, 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. If you want to donate a toy, you can find a list of the drop-off locations on our website. You just click on Toy Drop-Off on the banner at the top of the page. You can also click on that banner and donate money through our website at any time. Still ahead, Jefferson City gets a little more festive as the governor's mansion tree arrives. And his future Golden Norseman wrestled away a full ride scholarship to NEO. The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks is giving you a chance at a new car if you give blood. Starting tomorrow, every donor who gives at a CBCO blood drive will be entered to win a 2020 Nissan Kicks compact SUV. Weekly finalists will be drawn, with one of those finalists driving away in the grand prize at a giveaway event on February 6th. NEO A&M has a new cowboy coming in. Clay Clayman from Highlandville, Missouri, won the steer wrestling event at the NEO Alumni Recruiting Rodeo, and with it, a 2-year full tuition scholarship to NEO. In addition to Clayman's 2-year full tuition scholarship, the NEO Development Foundation also provided 2 $500 book scholarships to Brody Snow from Bentonville, Arkansas, and Jackie White from Girard, Kansas. Congratulations to all. The Missouri Governor's Mansion Christmas tree arrived. It's in Jefferson City after making that journey from Dislodge, Missouri. The tree is a 40-foot Norway spruce donated by Doris Baker, who says the tree became too big for her yard. The tree was hoisted up into the air by a large crane and was secured on the lawn by a Missouri Office of Administration staff. The tree is going to be lit Friday at 6 p.m. Due to COVID-19, the mansion's candlelight tours will be by reservation only. Doug Heddy is up next for this complete forecast, and a little bit later, paying it forward. How the generosity and service of some Kansas City medical professionals is working for them in their time of need.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a cold Monday, but hey, we had the sunshine. We got rid of the clouds and the showers that we had yesterday morning, and it is going to be a cold night tonight, but we are going to start to warm things back up just a bit for us tomorrow. Then rain and snow chances roll in Wednesday night into Thursday. On Wednesday as well at 9 and 10. We're going to do the winter forecast. We'll tie it in with the month-long forecast as well, and you can always get my long-range forecast on my month-long blog. That is KOAMnewsnow.com. It's cold. Most of us near freezing or hovering just a bit above 36. Chautauqua, Grove at 34, 34 in Carthage. Iola is sitting at 32 degrees, but at least the winds are dying down. They were pretty strong earlier today, and what that did for us was gave us a pretty low wind chill throughout the day. But now that the winds are dying down, we don't have these really low wind chills like we did actually have just a couple hours ago. Clear skies, it's cold, sitting at 36, feels like 31. Pressure is falling, humidity is at 44%. We're going to slide back through the 30s, 20s. I think most of us low to mid 20s for overnight lows tonight. But clear skies continue. There's really nothing going on here behind the storm system that rolled through yesterday. You can see it rolling up the eastern seaboard. Look at all the snow through the Ohio River Valley all the way down into parts of Alabama. So on the backside, you get those northerly winds, and that's why we were so cool across the region. You can see that whole system wrapping up, but if you look out across the northern parts of the Rockies, here's our next storm system. And this guy will start to roll in as we head into Wednesday night, and Thursday. Until then, we look okay. It's just going to be cold tonight. Lower 20, so a hard freeze across the region. So a cold start, but plenty of sunshine as we work through the morning hours. We'll have sunny skies throughout the day. We're going to warm through the 20s, 30s, near 50 by noon. And quite a bit warmer as we go up to about 55 by tomorrow afternoon. So Tuesday looks great. Tomorrow night, here come the clouds. They start to thicken across the region. We'll drop back right around freezing once again. Then rain will start to sneak in as we head into Wednesday afternoon. It will be snowing aloft. It's just not going to make it to the ground. But by Wednesday evening, we'll start to see a little rain-snow mix. And then by Wednesday night, we should go over to a little bit of light snow majority mixed in with a little bit of rain. Temperature is going to be above freezing. I don't really see this being a problem. The ground's fairly warm, but of course something we're going to watch is if it got just a little bit cooler, we could have just a bit of a problem. But by Thursday morning, most of the snow rotates out of here, and then we look pretty good. So if we had any accumulations with this, it would be on the grassy surfaces, and it'd be minor accumulations across the region. So not a huge concern. As this system really kind of wraps up and heads out, we're going to stay in this kind of northwest flow. So we get the northerly winds. Our temperature is going to be kind of cool as we work into the weekend. But I do think we'll start to moderate our temps just a bit by the middle part of next week before our next storm system. Let's go 55 tomorrow after a cold start. 44 Wednesday with rain. A little rain snow mix Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then staying kind of cool, but the weekend shaping up pretty good.
And looking forward to the winter-long forecast Wednesday night at 10.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, we're going to tell you about a push to change a Kansas high school mascot and the role New Orleans medical professionals are playing in Kansas City hospitals as COVID-19 hospitalizations increase. The Shawnee Mission School District in Overland Park, Kansas could be the next to move away from using Native American imagery. This summer, more than 3,000 people, including current and former students, signed a petition calling for a mascot change. District officials say a committee will meet Thursday to review how other districts have implemented mascot policies. In the early days of the pandemic, a group of medical professionals from Kansas City took their talents to New Orleans to help hospitals struggling to keep up with a surge of patients. Well, now as hospitalizations rise in the KC area, medical professionals in New Orleans are repaying the effort. Reporter Caitlin O'Kane has more.
When the coronavirus pandemic hit, nurses at Tulane Medical Center didn't know what to expect.
We became overwhelmed very quick. It was chaotic. It was a scary time.
Fortunately, 200 nurses from other HCA healthcare hospitals were willing to travel to Louisiana to help, many of them from Research Medical Center in Kansas City. Katie New said the visiting nurses were crucial.
For them to come out to us during the start of this pandemic and never have treated it before, I think they get a big ups to them because that was a very scary situation that they signed themselves up for.
The pandemic raged on, and in November, the nurses in Kansas City needed help. Katie and her coworkers at Tulane answered the call.
We were asked by our manager on Wednesday if we would be interested in coming to help the Kansas City nurses out. So we all worked so tightly together and we knew we could take on any challenge, and we were helped so much, and we knew what they were facing, and it was only right that we paid them back.
Nurse Kylie Bolin was impressed that nurses from Tulane were willing to travel to Kansas City.
We are so appreciative of them coming, and especially coming during this time, being away from their family and friends, and just, we called them and asked them for help, and like Katie said, it was without hesitation.
To Katie, she was simply repaying the favor.
To be able to give them that relief that we know we received from them, it further locks in that nursing is a brother and sisterhood, and I know I chose the right profession.
The Tulane nurses were in Kansas City over Thanksgiving, away from their families, but closer than ever to their fellow nurses.
The cafeteria workers, every time we walk in, they say New Orleans. They've given us great recommendations on places to eat, the barbecue spots, because Kansas City's so famous for barbecue. It's been a bonding experience for sure.
Having a group of people who are willing to drop everything and come help makes me so proud to work here.
Again, that was Caitlin O'Kane reporting. A final check on weather is next. Take time now to honor a local Vietnam War veteran, Truman Wayne Gazaway. The liberal Missouri native served in the U.S. Army with the 1st Air Cavalry, and we are proud to salute Truman Wayne Gazaway, tonight's 4-state hero. Tonight at 9 and 10, with an increase in online shopping this year comes an increased opportunity for package thieves. We're going to hear from local police about the best way to protect yourself from becoming a victim of package theft. Again, that's tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 and KOAM News at 10 right here on Channel 7. Also tonight at 10, we're going to have the final results of the KOAM News Now Instant Poll question. We're asking, how much online Christmas shopping have you done so far? At this point, 45% say more than usual, 25% less than usual, 30% same as usual. You can participate at KOAMNewsNow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. Again, you can check out the final results tonight on KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's check back with Doug Hetty for a final look at the weather.
All right, Dow, it's going to be a cold night tonight. We're going to drop all the way down to about 23 or 24 degrees. Sunny skies tomorrow. Tuesday looks great. We're going to make it up to about 55, so a good 10 degrees, almost 15 degrees warmer than what we did see today. Rain sneaks in late Wednesday, can mix with or change over to a little bit of light snow Wednesday night into Thursday. Of course, we're going to talk more about that tonight at 10.
And we'll see you at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.
You see news happening? Tell us